So I'm on my lunch break, and I just got to say something real quick. And it's just my opinion, so please do not come for me. I started Legendborn last night. I thought I would like it. I'm a woman of color, so I was excited about the diversity. I love magic. I love strong protagonists. But I got like 5 pages in and put it there. Might need to revisit it later.
So the last one I am getting out today is
I think people agreed on that.
Doesn't have their D today. You need to take the D. You're looking kind of pale. You're looking kind of moody. You need to take your D. You need it now. Take the D. Doesn't have their D today. You need to take the D. You're looking kind of pale. You're looking kind of moody. You need to take your D. You need it now. Take the D. Doesn't have their D.
All right, ladies, this one's for you. If this get a little personal, all right? I need you to think about your favorite position. You know you don't got to think about it. You know what your favorite position is. And I'm willing to bet that it's sitting down eating tacos and ice cream.
She led me up the stairs into her bedroom down the hall. Put her hands under my shirt and pinned me up against the wall. She kissed me on my neck and whispered like you used to do. She was slipping off her dress and I was... She led me...
take a deep breath, 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 take a deep breath. I'm gonna beat your ass if I don't take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, 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 take a deep take a deep breath, 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 take a deep breath. I'm gonna beat your ass if I don't take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, take a deep breath, take a deep.
Big booty nurse who wants to take care of me for the next 6 months in exchange for alcohol and puppy cuddles 7 miles an hour.
City, what the hell are you wearing? Get that mask off. You don't have COVID.
I hope a big booty nurse who wants to take care of me for the next 6 months in exchange for alcohol and puppy cuddles 7 miles.
This is Get to Know Me Book Talk Edition. My favorite type of book to read.
Smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover. Don't pop like trouble, breaking into your heart like that. Cool shade, southern, yeah, owe it all to my mother. Hot like summer, yeah, I'm making you sweat like that. Break it down. Ooh, when I look in the mirror, I'm what you like to do. I got the superstar glow, so ooh. A side step right left to marry. I let the moon rock with me, baby. Know that I got that heat. Smooth like.
Hey, Skylar, you want a Capri Sun? Yeah! You do? You want this Capri Sun? I got you, baby. You excited? Are you? Want it? Okay. Hey, Skylar.
Hey.
Older women are beautiful lovers.
Find you a good one to watch on here.
Okay, I took anatomy and physiology in high school. I know what that is. What's up with the wires, though?
But now you did.
Antenna? I didn't know vaginas had Wi-Fi. Okay, I took anatomy and physiology in high school. I know what that is. What's up with the wires, though?
It's like a class to install an IUD.
Vaginas had Wi-Fi.
and he's watching it, and when that IUD flares out, he's like, "Is that an antenna? I didn't know vaginas had Wi-Fi."
You were thinking it too, weren't you? I just wanted y'all to see that too.
The what?
You were thinking it too, weren't you? I just wanted y'all to see that too.
I don't even know.
You were thinking it too, weren't you? I just wanted y'all to see that too.
I don't know.
So one of my beta readers wrote me back yesterday and said,
"How far would you drive for the girl of your dreams?"
I would drive. Be right. Back the fuck up.
When I go live and get hit on.
Back the fuck up. When did this become a whorehouse?
What do you see when he's on top?
Oh my God, I feel. Oh God, women, I'm so sorry if this is true.
What you see when he's on top?
Oh my God, I feel. Oh God, women, I'm so sorry.
Yes, I'm here. I'm already ready. I'm already ready.
This would be us.
Yes, I'm here. I'm already ready. I'm already ready. I'm already ready.
They didn't follow the skit very well.
Hey girl, I'm just calling to see if you wanted to go on a trip to. Yep, I'm here. I'm already ready. I'm already ready. But when you don't have a big dick, lower your motherfucking voice. You don't speak to me like. But when you don't have a big dick, lower your motherfucking voice. You don't speak to me like that. When you don't have a big dick, this how you supposed to say that same statement. I was worried about you. I thought something happened to you. I'm calling your job. I'm calling your cell phone. I was finna call your mama. I was worried about you. And some of y'all dick so small, y'all don't need to say shit. Just hand a bitch a note. Oh, you was looking for me. I told you my cell phone was acting up. It don't work all the time. But when you don't have a big dick.
Now you know why I get so freaking addicted to this shit.
Bitch, that's dumb. You ain't my son, you my motherfucking stepson. I don't know what bitch, that's dumb. You ain't my son, you my motherfucking stepson.
Vincy, is there something you need to tell us? I'm sending that to sister. Sister's going to see that and she's going to know you keeping secrets. Where's Miss Shirley? This is her night.
I have book mail and I am so excited. Like, wow, good question.
That is so.
Without moving, show what someone would see if they FaceTimed you right now. Without moving, show what someone would see if they FaceTimed you right now.
Hi.
Without moving, show what someone would see if they FaceTimed you right now.
Since I've been on here, I've friended like 3 different authors. Just saying.
Okay, I might get some hate for this, but at this point, I don't even care. So here we go. If I see one more man say, well, she didn't call me first.
I'll probably lose a lot of followers for this video, and that's perfectly fine. You do you, and I'll do me. Huh? Because I can't.
New trend. Take a video wearing a hat.
Oh, this has been going around for a while.
Video wearing a hat. Let everyone guess if you're hot or not, and then look up. Desperado.
Not bad.
I'm looking for a rich, flamboyant gay best friend to take me shopping.
Girl, I'm not taking you anywhere until you change that top.
I'm looking for a rich,
Oh, yeah.
flamboyant gay best friend.
Yeah, distance sucks. But once you're finally in their arms, it's.
That's my other one. Those are addictive.
Tattooed Viking 84 version.
And the lesbians on here. Oh my gosh. Okay. So it's 8:07. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I don't know where everybody's at. There's bad weather all over the place. So we're supposed to be getting some more bad weather. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. We got grandma tonight. So you know you're going to like it. Let's turn some mood music back on. I don't know where everybody's at. Chapter 1, Sierra. Yeah, I can have my glasses. Arrived at the airport, I start looking for the lounge right away. My spirits were greatly lifted by one simple email. I am so happy that I can't wipe the smile off my face. As I pass by a restroom, I think to myself, I should freshen up. So I turn back around. I left 7 Jewels without checking to see if I looked presentable. I would hate to look a hot mess after the awkward goodbye with Gitano. Is that how I ended up saying his name? Gitano? I noticed a few spots where my eyeliner smudged, so I used my finger to blend it in the best I can. I finger comb my hair instead of digging through my luggage to find a brush. I am not looking my best, but I am not looking my worst either. I exit the restroom with a smile on my face and continue searching for the lounge. Since I've only been to this particular airport once, I really have no idea where I'm going. I might as well stop at the information desk and ask. I'm sure it would save time and a lot of aggravation. This airport is quite busy. I'm waiting in line and I see someone who looks familiar to me. I get up on my tiptoes to see better. Oh my God. I get out of line and start looking in their direction and yell, Martha Shea! I get no response, so I walk faster. Martha Shea! I repeat, but a tad bit louder. Shay turns at the sound of her name. It's 2 different people. Martha Shea. Should be Martha and Shay, but I see what they're doing. Shay turns around at the sound of her name. Sierra! She says with so much excitement in her tiny voice. Martha now looks and both seem thrilled to see me. They begin to come toward me and I pick up my pace to them. I hug Shay as soon as she's right in front of me. If I'm not mistaken, Shay was his name Warwick? He was the baseball player, I think. I hug Shay as soon as she's right in front of me. How are you? I'm good. I've missed you. Daddy has too. Yeah? I miss you as well. I step back and say hello to Martha, and she does the same. Booyah! Is Warwick with you too? Snap, I'm good. Daddy had to leave, and we're going home. Ah, I see. Martha checks the time on her watch. We only have a few minutes to get to our flight. Are you heading back to New York? I am, but not on this flight. It was all booked. That stinks, Shay says. I agree. It would have been nice to see you longer. Maybe you can come over? I'll try, but I can't guarantee anything. I won't be home very long. Shay throws herself into my body, and I wrap my arms around her, giving her a hug. I'm sorry, but we really have to go. I watch as the two of them walk away. Seeing her with a frown really hurts my heart. She's such a sweet little girl. She looks tired. It is awfully late for her to be up. When I get my bearings, I remember what I'm doing here. When I turn back to go to the information desk, I catch a sign for the lounge. That saved me a bit of time. The lounge isn't overly crowded, so it's easy to see that I'm the first one here. I pick a table and set my belongings to the side, out of the way. After I have a seat, I dig into my purse for my phone. Is this seat taken? My lips instantly curled into a smile before I could lift my head. I know that voice, even though it's been a while since I heard it. Jumping out of my seat, I leap right into his arms. I just about knock him over, but he manages to stabilize him. God, I've waited so long to feel you. Oh, God, I've waited so long to feel you in my arms again. His words are soft next to my ear. I lean my head back to see his handsome face. He cups both sides of my face and plants his lips on mine. It feels like the first kiss all over again. I melt all over again as well. Hi. Hi. I'm trying to see who's reading here. Whoops. Back. All right. Her. Him. Her. How long do you have before your flight? Less than 2 hours. Oh. How long do you have before your flight? Less than 2 hours. How did you know I was in Vegas? Gotta love the tabloids. Oh. Those people won't leave me alone. Or maybe it's the other way around. Okay, let's try that. How long do you have before your flight? A little less than 2 hours. How did you know I was in Vegas? Gotta love the tabloids. Oh, those people won't leave me alone. How long do you have? A little longer than you. Do you want to drink or maybe go for a walk? Whatever you want to do. I'm good with it. One of his eyebrows arched and I giggled. His eyes travel all over my face as if there's a road map printed on it. I search his eyes and I see he hasn't lost feelings for me. That makes my smile even bigger. Let's go for a walk, he finally says. Hey, Miss Shirley, I'm just getting started, darling. The feeling of his hand in mine is a reminder that this man loves me and I fell in love with him. I wasn't sure until now if my feelings were fading as time went on. Did I miss something besides? No, I guess I didn't. Okay, it's Ori. Let's go for a walk, he finally says. The feeling of his hand in mine is a reminder that this man loves me, and I fell in love with him. I wasn't sure until now if my feelings were fading as time went on. It's encouraging to know that they are not going anywhere. We get outside and we get into a cab. There is a park not too far from here. We decided to go there because we really just want a long time. If the tabloids catch us, Grams and all the other guys will know I broke a rule. I highly doubt they will be around at this hour. I was interviewed by Jacqueline in April. You were? I was. How come you haven't been in contact with her yet? I don't feel I need to justify my life to anyone. The tabloids and the people who read it don't care about the truth. Fair enough. When we reach the park, we drag our luggage behind us through the park. I bet we look a little ridiculous, but it's worth it to have this little bit of time with him. We find a park bench that is under a blooming dogwood tree. The outdoor lighting gives it just enough light to see it. It's beautiful to see, but not as gorgeous as the man sitting next to me. I have truly missed being with him. It makes me wonder if I'd feel the same way if I were with any of the other guys. I'm not naive enough to know feelings can fade with time and new relationships develop. I want to know everything you've been doing lately. It's not really all that interesting. I've been doing a lot of traveling, as you already know. I'm looking forward to going home. I'm taking a week off when I get home. I'll be seeing my family, whom I have not seen in quite some time. Oh, that should be nice. I bet they're thrilled you're going home. Very. They have a family picnic planned for tomorrow. I wish you could come with me. Yeah, that would be nice. You could come with me. I can buy you a ticket. I wish. I actually do need to go home. I told Porter I'd be back. I have a designer dress that I have to do in a day. I know Grams told me I couldn't work this year, but this is a special occasion. What's it for? One of Porter's younger cousins is cancer-free, and the parents are throwing her a ball next week. So I told him I would make a gown for her to wear. That's very sweet of you. He tucks my hair behind my ear as his light breeze keeps blowing in my face. You know the tabloids are wrong about you. You are one of the kindest and caring people I know. I lean into his space and put my arms around his neck and kiss him. We get lost in the moment for a bit. I can't help but wish we didn't have to say goodbye again. Thank you for saying that. I better get heading back. If I miss my flight, my mom will not be too happy with me. It's been an hour already. Already? I wish the hour wasn't so short. It feels like it's only been 5 minutes. On our way back in the back seat of the cab, his hand was holding mine the entire time. We kept giving each other sweet little kisses. I didn't want this time to end. I wish I could go home with him, but I know I can't. It saddens me that I won't see him again until November. It breaks my heart watching him board a plane without me. I don't know who him is. Unless it was Warwick, but I don't think it was Warwick. I don't know who him is. Miss Shirley, who was him? Chapter 2, Sierra. My flight home was relaxing once I got into the air. I'm still not getting used to the takeoff. With how much I've been on the plane lately, you'd think my fears would subside, but they haven't. Maybe it's just something I'll never be comfortable with. The end of March was the last time I was home. I was so excited to walk through the door of my apartment, but I was also exhausted. I've been up for the last 24 hours. I dropped my luggage at the door, took a quick shower, and went right to bed. I was out within minutes. It was almost noon by the time I crawled out of bed. I called Porter as soon as I made some hot tea. It only took him about 15 minutes to get here, so he should be here any minute. I was looking forward to getting my hands on Alaska. A certain someone asked me to send a picture of her once I am with her again. My little puppy, I'm sure, is grown, but I hope not too much. She also better remember who I am. It might crush me a bit if she doesn't. I do a little happy dance when there's a knock on the door. Porter catches me in my glory since he never waits for me to answer the door. I go running and steal Alaska from his arms, giving her lots of kisses. My reward is licking all over my face. Daddy says he needs a picture of you. Looks like someone missed you. I missed her too. Porter and I go into the living room and sit on the couch together. I get my phone and snap a picture of me with Alaska. I send it off to Malcolm. I glance at Porter. What? Rule breaking, I see. Yep, guilty as accused. And how long have you been in contact with Malcolm? Today wasn't the first time. Sierra, do spill. I've been keeping in contact with him. I've also talked with Hawk, Warwick, and Caden. Girl, your grandma finds out, she might not be too happy with you. It's only been texting, emails, or phone calls until today. What is that supposed to mean? I saw Malcolm today at the airport. Malcolm is who that was. And I smile. I think about teasing him a little. It was amazing. Okay, the teasing didn't work out so hot. I'm so happy. I'm too happy to contain my excitement. So you like him? Like him? I love him. Is he the one for you? I shrugged my shoulders. He's not the only one I have feelings for. Who else? Maybe all of them? Both his eyebrows rise. You are in so much trouble. You can't really love 5 guys. How the hell are you going to pick? Good question. I'll figure it out, right? I don't want to be a downer, but you might want to start figuring your feelings out sooner rather than later. And how do you suggest I do that? I'm not even done meeting men. I don't really know. Porter runs a hand through his hair. Please don't take what I'm going to say the wrong way. Porter, you are my best friend. We've known each other for a long time, and I know you would never steer me wrong. I've got to follow me, a gay guy, on TikTok and learn to channel him. I've got to get better at my gay guys. I'm not any good at my gay guys. Where's Blake when I need him? Porter, you're my best friend. We've known each other for a long time, and I know you would never steer me wrong. Your choice of men hasn't always been good. I know these men Millie hooked you up with are decent men. Any one of them would probably be the right guy for you. But they are treating you the way you always should be treated. At some point, you have to figure out if they are in a friend zone or a lifelong partner zone. I don't fully understand what you're getting at. I love these guys for different reasons and qualities. Who gives you butterflies and who gives you butterflies and who do you think about the second you wake up every day? I don't think Porter understands. I'm in love with more than one man. If he were in my shoes, he would get that. My heart is split into pieces and each man has a place in it. I could see myself marrying any one of them. I know in my head you are right. My heart doesn't know where it belongs yet. I think you'll figure it out. I just don't think you should wait until November to start weeding some of the guys out of the equation. I know he's right. I just don't want him to be right. I'm just going to marry all of them, I say as a joke. Porter starts to laugh. I'll call you the traveling wife. Every 10 weeks, you'll be with husband number one. The tabloid should have a field day. I'll just move them all into Graham's mansion. Problem solved. We both bust up laughing. When the laughter stops, I am glad about the subject change. Porter asked me what material I plan on using to make his cousin's gown with. It's been so long since I've been in my store, so we went downstairs to look. I want him to help pick it out since he should have an idea, her style and colors she might like. Porter and I go through a lot of material just to end up with the first one that was picked. The background is black and it has purple and pink flowers better spaced out so that it isn't overwhelming with flowers. I agreed right away with his choice, but he wanted to see what else I had. Sometimes your first instinct is all you need. I was going to let Porter pick out a pattern, but I figured it would just hold up the time that I have to make this dress. So instead, we ordered lunch, and I decided the dress was going to be a surprise to him. After we had lunch and had more conversations about the guys, because I kicked him out before I kicked him out. If I didn't kick him out, I would never get this dress made in time. I only have 12 hours before I have to get ready to go off to upstate New York to meet Mr. June. I haven't really decided if I'm just excited to meet Lincoln Titus or if I really just don't want to deal with it. Through the conversation that Porter and I had during lunch, I have a good idea where my heart lies. Although I'm still unsure of my own decision, I know that I still have a lot of time to make such an important choice, and I'm not sure if I'm ready to shut the door on possibly the man of my dreams because I may not have found him yet. However, I am pretty confident about what I thought about today. I am finding that true love isn't an easy choice when I have met all these amazing men. It's hard to believe before Graham's silent auction, I was ready to settle on such a bad relationship. Hunter was all wrong for me. He clearly had no regard for me. He needs a kick in the ass and needs to learn how to treat a lady. I think I owe Grams a big thank you for showing me I deserved better. I just wish that she didn't make my choices this difficult. Now that Porter is gone, I'm getting into my own head again. I thought making this dress would keep my mind from wandering, but it hasn't. I think my heart is still undecided. Any one of the next 5 guys could steal my heart completely from the first 5. This is the part where I wish Grams didn't give me so many wonderful choices. It took me 6 hours to make the dress for chapter 3. It took me 6 hours to make the dress for Porter's cousin. I have to say, I think she and Porter will both love it. I won't be here to see her reaction, but I'll get to see Porter in about 15 minutes. He's on his way over to get Alaska and the dress. I think I'm going to ask him to go with me to the airport. I tried calling Grams this morning so that I could swing by to see her, but she didn't answer. It's been far too long since we've had each other since we've seen each other, and I am missing our tea together. We haven't gone this long without seeing each other ever. Starting to feel strange. I left myself plenty of time to pack for the next month. I decided to pack lightly since these men think I don't have enough clothes of my own. I packed what I needed for a couple of weeks. I am hoping that Lincoln skips the whole shopping thing. My bedroom is overstuffed with clothes and luggage. If I end up needing something, I'm sure I can find a mall or just do laundry. Since I had so much time on my hands, I went through my closet and set aside things I don't want anymore, never going to wear, and what was I thinking when I bought those clothes? I bagged them up for donation. I'm sure they will be someone else's treasure. After I did all that, I took a cat nap. Nothing like having a good hour-long power nap. I'm startled when Porter excitedly enters my apartment. I might have been lost in thought thinking about my shower. Before I got a hold of Porter to come over, I noticed a text message on my phone from Caden. I didn't bother with texting him back. I called him instead. When he asked me what I was doing and I told him I was about to shower, he told me he wanted to watch. I felt very rebellious when I hung up and called him on FaceTime. I propped my phone up where he could see me and also where my phone wouldn't get wet. I don't think I've ever had a hotter shower in my life. Come to think of it, I've never gotten myself off in the shower before. It was a bold move for me. I'm starting to like this new bold girl I've become. Having Caden telling me where to touch myself was an experience I wouldn't mind having again. Many more times if I'm being completely honest. Oh, dude, tell me what you were daydreaming about. I laugh. Not gonna happen. Every girl has a secret or two that they keep to themselves. That is not fun. That is not fun. Want to go down to the store and get the dress? I think you're gonna love it. I do. I'm sure I will, Sierra, because you are the best designer I know. Thanks. Alaska is curled up on the couch, passed out, so I'll leave her be. Meanwhile, Porter is out the door, not even bothering waiting for me to slip my flip-flops on. I guess he's a tad bit excited to see the dress. He's got a surprise coming to him because I hid it on him as a joke. This is going to make me laugh. I hope I can keep a straight face. Porter is unlocking the entrance by the time I catch up to him. I know him to be... I follow him to the back room where he thinks the dress is. I can hardly contain my laughter when he unzips the garment bag and sees that it's not the dress that I told him I was making. The gown in the bag is a one-piece. The one I did for his cousin is a two-piece. It's not even the same material. He spins around on his heels faster than I have ever seen him do. You changed styles and color? Yeah, the other material wasn't working for me. Were you even sure she'd like a two-piece? Some girls don't like their midsection showing. I can see the disappointment on his face. Take it out of the bag and see it before you judge. He takes the dress out and holds it up in front of him. I watch his expression change. He knows I made this gown months and months ago. This is lovely. I hate to ask this because I know you so well, but did you fuck up the one you were making for her? This one you made last October. Well, you know the secret I have. It might have distracted me and left me no time to design a new gown. I laugh when he wiggles his eyebrows. What did you do? I might have had phone sex with someone instead. His eyes get big. How much phone sex did you have to last hours? It was at least a good hour. Then we talked and we sort of kept going back to phone sex. Have you ever done that? It's incredible. And my God, does it get hot. Even in the cool shower. I'm sure she'll love this dress. I almost burst out laughing. I'm glad he wasn't looking at me. If he had, my whole joke would have been ruined. It's the right size, right? It looks right. Oh, you know what? She's going to need a strapless bra. We should get her one. Good idea. Why don't you go and pick one out? I'll put the gown back in the bag. When Porter is out of the back room, I sneak over to watch him from the doorway. He's going to flip when he realizes I got him good. Sierra, I'm going to get you for this, he says with practically jumping for joy. What do you think? I love it. So will Helena. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I'm serious. You're the best. I owe you for this. Porter, you don't owe me anything. This is what friends are for. Does this mean you didn't have phone sex? I'll never tell. You naughty little girl. You totally did. I have to say, I'm getting a bit jealous of all the hot sex you're having. I haven't had a date in months. I'll tell Grams to hook you up if she ever calls me back today. Please do. But 2 or 3 is my cutoff. He bust out laughing. Maybe 5. We pack up the gown and go back upstairs to my apartment. I get my belongings and say goodbye to Alaska. I changed my mind about having him take me to the airport. I didn't want my puppy to have to wait in the car while he would have wanted to come inside to see me off. It's easier this way. No public goodbyes as bored people watch. I get buckled into my seat and put my headphones in. Ready or not, here I come upstate. I still have mixed feelings about if I'm looking forward to meeting Lincoln Titus or not. Definitely don't need to fall for another guy. However, I am not going to settle. I want to marry the right guy for me. Chapter 4. Sierra. How we doing, ladies? Landing in a small city in upstate New York, I started looking for a person holding a sign with my name on it once I got my baggage. I've heard about this area, but I haven't ever made it here. I almost did once. However, I can't recall exactly where, though. I don't even remember what it was for either. It was a few years back. I spot my name on a very nice welcome sign. This lady put effort into making it. It's white cardstock with red hearts drawn on it, and my name is in black. I think it's sweet she took the time to make such a nice sign. If she did it, that is, maybe Lincoln Titus did it himself. I doubt it, though. Most men wouldn't take the time or effort. I walk right up to her. Hello, my name is Sierra. Hello, Sierra. I'm Tracy LaRoe, Lincoln's assistant. It's nice to meet you. Is he here? He isn't, but you'll be meeting him tomorrow. Today, you're stuck with me. Okay, where are we off to? I hope it's not shopping. Well, that was on the agenda, but I see you brought luggage. Believe me, I have enough clothes. How about I take you to the hotel where you'll be staying tonight? We can get you settled and then grab a bite to eat. If you're hungry, that is. Sounds good. There's a car waiting for us when we exit the airport. I figured there would be. These guys are always prepared. I wonder if it's just me or if this would be a normal routine. They all have been successful men, so I would assume it's normal. Grams always has a car waiting for us whenever we have traveled. Money does that, I guess. I don't know why Lincoln isn't meeting me today. Something important must have come up because I thought I would be with him today. I could ask Tracy, but I've been waiting for her to tell me. Although I have learned from the other men I've dated that their assistants don't give much information out. Even Graham's three ring binder of them offers no details. If it's you go here, meet this person and their name, that's all I get. I am left pretty much in the dark. Occupation in the occupation in the least would be nice. We are in the car close to 35 minutes before pulling up in front of a hotel. It looks to be a nice place from the outside. I noticed where you took the expressway, so I didn't really see much of the small city I landed in. This hotel is up on the hill all by itself. Tracy and I go inside and get checked in to the Woodcliff. The bellhop comes to take my baggage up to my suite. I go up with him while she gives me privacy to get settled. I'll meet her at the bar when I'm ready. I'm not sure if we'll go out to grab a bite to eat or stay in. Either way, it's cool with me. I walk into the suite and damn, it's nice. It's an open floor plan with a small dining area, living space, a kitchenette, and a little bar. I go up the spiral staircase to enter a bedroom with a king-size bed, and to my left is the master bath with a stand-up shower and a jacuzzi tub. This place is super nice. I go back down and check out the view. It overlooks a golf course. I can't wait to check out the rest of this place later. Right now, I need to freshen up and change my clothing. If we stay here, I don't think my jean skirt and tank top are appropriate for such an elegant place. I changed into a sundress that I picked out of my closet. I made it last summer. The material is light and almost see-through. It's light in pink color and pretty revealing in the chest area. When I made it, Porter told me it's more daring than what I tend to wear. Probably why it sat in my closet for so long. I'm getting there with learning it's okay to dress sexy. When I went to meet up with Tracy, she asked if I had a gown with me. I told her I did not. She told me I would need two. That piqued my interest a lot because, of course, she offered no details as to why. We ended up going to the local mall. It wasn't very easy finding a gown this time of year. You would think it would be with the wedding season about to kick off, but nope, we spent hours looking. I finally found two formal dresses, and then we went out for an early dinner. The place we went to was right at the mall. I gotta say, the burger I had was delicious. It was huge and super juicy. I didn't care for the fries that came with it. I don't really like steak fries, me either. While we enjoyed our meal, we had a drink. I went outside the box and had a local brewed dark beer. It wasn't really my cup of tea. It was worth going there just for the burger alone. After we eat, I came back to the hotel to relax in my suite. It's been a long day, and I plan on making it an early night. I relaxed on the sofa in the living room and checked my phone to see if Grams had called me back, but she hadn't. I tried calling her again, but it went right to voicemail. It's not like her to not return a call from me. I'm not worried yet, but if this goes on for another day or two, I will be. After flipping through the channels on the television, I decided to go up to the bedroom where I lay on the bed. I have the stand-up shower in my view, and I start thinking about the phone sex I had earlier. I'm not going to lie, it's turning me on. I'm tempted to call Caden. I sit up on the bed and remove my dress. Then I plop backward on the bed. I feel silly that I want to get myself off again. The more I think about this morning, the more I want to touch myself. I roll over onto my stomach and bury my face in the pillow, letting out a scream. With how much sex I've had in the past few months, I should be satisfied. I shouldn't feel the need for sex, right? I've had more orgasms in the last 5 months than I've ever had with past boyfriends. I get off the bed and go down to the kitchen to get a drink. Grabbing bottled water, I lean on the bar while I have a few sips. Getting a drink has done nothing to distract my mind. It keeps going back to the shower. Taking my water with me back to the second floor, I go to the bathroom and turn the water on in the jacuzzi tub. I get it to the perfect temperature before stripping for my bra and panties. I throw my hair up into a messy bun, then get into the tub, pressing the button for the jets. I lean back to relax. With my eyes closed, I can hear his voice telling me to touch my clit. I give in and begin to masturbate. The silly feeling I had moments ago about getting myself off is long gone. It's replaced with a feeling of satisfaction. I shouldn't feel any shame. Having orgasms makes you feel good. Who cares if I'm the one that brings me to climax? It's definitely not the same as having a man do it, but it's working. I'm already getting close to cloud 9. Really? This one's the best. I ain't got to the guy yet, and you guys are already like, this is the best. I ain't done a bunch of voices. I had breakfast out on the patio this morning. Chapter 5. I had breakfast out on the patio this morning. It was so nice listening to the birds chirping and having the sun shining on me. It was a very relaxing feel, and the food was absolutely delicious. I might have been the only one eating alone, but it didn't bother me in the least. People watching is kind of entertaining. I went back to my room to get ready for the day. Tracy told me a lady by the name of Lindsay Tennant would be coming to pick me up just before noon. Today is one of the days I need to wear a formal gown. Tracy didn't tell me where I was going, but every time I picked a gown, she said it was too much. To me, it's not a ball gown kind of day. It's more business clothing than anything. In fact, I'm not wearing a dress at all. I'm wearing a sexy pantsuit. It's all white, and the jacket is the shirt. I love how it's out of my comfort zone. I feel extremely sexy in it. Sexy enough that I took a few selfies in it after I put my hair in a side low ponytail and added my white fedora hat. I might have sent the pictures to a few guys I know. Just saying. When it was 11:45, I decided to wait for for this Lindsay lady in the lobby. While I was waiting, a man walked up to me and made a comment that the only thing my outfit is missing is a cigar. He then said that it would make a wonderful magazine cover. I was caught off guard by his comment, so I jokingly asked if he had one. The man pulled out one out of his shirt pocket. I shocked him when I posed and told him to snap a picture with my phone. I might have taken a picture with him as well. He said I made his day. I watch as a lady comes in through the automatic doors and goes right to the front desk. I figured she's the lady I'm looking for, so I head in her direction. Sure enough, I heard her ask for my ring. Hello, I'm Sierra. She faces me and her eyes get big. She says, wow, underneath her breath. When she stopped gawking at me, she spoke, I'm Lindsay. Are you ready to head out? I am if you are. Once outside, we get into a waiting town car. It isn't until we leave and are on the highway she breaks the silence. Sorry about my reaction when I saw you. I think you're stunning and wish I could pull off that outfit such as yours. I bet you could. I don't tend to dress like this, but I have to admit it feels good. I think it takes confidence to wear something like this, and I don't tend to have a lot of confidence. You sure hide that well. Thanks. That's reassuring. Honestly, I think you should try out an outfit like this. You could pull it off easily. Thank you for saying that. Someday when I get there, I just might. Are you allowed to tell me where we're heading, or is that still a mystery? I am afraid I'm not allowed to spoil it. From what I've gathered about you, you will absolutely love today. Tracy will be waiting for you once we arrived at our destination. It isn't far, probably only a 15-minute drive. Well, if that doesn't make me curious, nothing will. Do you know if I'll be meeting with Lincoln today? Yes, I believe he will be there. He's very excited to meet you. And how do you know Lincoln? I've worked for him for the last 3 years. I am sort of Tracy's assistant. That's all I can really tell you until you meet him. If I told you what I do, you would figure out what Lincoln does. I guess it's a big surprise. A surprise I don't get. We arrived at another hotel in the city that I landed in yesterday. I find it a bit odd that I didn't just stay here. However, I do love the Woodcliff, so I'm not complaining. Lindsay and I go inside and Tracy is waiting for us. Lindsay says goodbye and Tracy hands me a pass. I put it around my neck. She then gives me a silk piece of material and she giggles when I raise an eyebrow. It's for the surprise. Trust me, I won't let you trip or walk into any doorways. Good, because I don't need to be wounded by the time I meet Lincoln. Once we stop laughing, I cover my eyes with the strap and she leads me to wherever we are going. My heart is racing. I cannot wait to find out what the big surprise is all about. I also cannot wait to meet Lincoln and get that part over. The anxiety usually goes away once I meet the guy I'm spending a month with. Tracy guided me to a chair, and once my ass is parked, I get to take the blindfold off. I see the runway in front of me. A fashion show. Lindsay was right. It is right up my alley. My smile is big when I look at Tracy. This is awesome. It gets better. Trust me, this is going to be amazing. She sits next to me and glances at her watch. Less than 5 minutes before it begins. I take this time to let my eyes roam the room. I have no idea what type of show this is. I know none of my clothing is here because I didn't enter anything. I'm still excited to see other designers' work, though. As I'm taking in the room, I notice it's mostly women. There are a few men, but it's less than 5. I turn my attention to the stage with the announcement. I find it odd that the speaker says they will begin with men's tuxedos. The odd part is that one of the men will accompany us after the show is over. I peek over at Tracy. She offers me no details at that announcement. I actually notice a slight smile, but she's trying to hide it. I can only assume that Lincoln's part is part of the fashion show. I could be wrong because honestly, I have no idea when I'm going to meet him. I forget all about the announcement when the men start walking the runway. Pretty much the tuxes are your average formal attire. There isn't really much you can do with a tux besides color and whether you wear a vest or cummerbund. That's really about it. So I pay more attention to the men themselves. I'm hoping I can figure out if Lincoln Titus is one of them. Once all the men have modeled off the tuxedos, there are only 2 men that might have looked my way. I couldn't figure out if one of them was Mr. June or not. I am going to be in the dark until we finally meet. My eyes stay glued to the stage as wedding dresses are modeled off. These gowns are absolutely gorgeous. One dress in particular catches my eye right off the bat. I wish I knew someone getting married because I would highly recommend that dress, even though it isn't one of my own. After nearly 2 hours, the show is over. I want to see more. I just love fashion shows. I want to know who made the wedding dress I was eyeing. It's not normal for them to not tell me who the designers are. So that's weird to me. I might have someone in mind who that one dress would look stunning on. Hello, a tender voice says beside me. Hello, I replied, trying not to sound startled because I was lost in thought and he caught me off guard. I'll be your escort for the rest of the party. Oh, I didn't realize there was more. One cannot plan a wedding without tasting cake. Cake, huh? I could go for something sweet. He offers me his elbow, so I stand from my seat and put my hand on his inner elbow. It is then I notice Tracy slipped away without me noticing. I'm glad I at least got one of the two men who looked my way during the show. Did you find a dress you like? I did. One really caught my attention. Are you going to bid on it? Bid on it? Silent auction is starting soon. Oh, I'm not really in the market for a dress. No. Aren't you getting married in December? I'll look right at him when I stumble on my words. How do you know that? I have my ways. He winks at me, and God, is it sexy. Do I know you? Not yet. We stop walking, and I glance at the table in front of us. You need a good 6 months to plan the perfect wedding, he says. I don't think I need invites just yet, as I have no idea who I'm marrying. Take a look. The thing about weddings is everything must be the way you want it, from the invitation right down to the cake and your grand exit. You seem to know a lot about weddings. It's sort of my specialty. I see. I flip open a book. Shouldn't I wait until I have a groom? No harm in getting a feel for what you like. Let me see your phone. I give him a questioning look, but hand my cell over to him. He takes it, and I see him searching the Apple store. He hands my phone back, and I look at it. It's a wedding planner. Everything you need is there. Under the category tab, you make notes of things you like. I see. Let me know when you find an invitation you like. I'll show you how to save it. That way, when you decide who your Prince Charming is, you show him and then order. Makes everything simple. That is very convenient. It takes a lot of the stress off. I do highly recommend not waiting until the last minute. As I said, 6 months is generally a good amount of time to plan. Gotcha. I pine through the book of invites. There are a few that I like. There are so many to choose from. I can see why it would be hard to decide. However, how would I know the color when I don't even know the wedding colors yet? I do know whenever I've thought about this day in the past, I've always gone to the black and white colors. You can't go wrong with black on women. I showed him the ones I liked, and he showed me how to save it to the app he downloaded on my phone. Later, this should save me a bunch of time. When I decide who I'm marrying, I can just show him the options and order right off the app. We move on to cake toppers, centerpieces for tables, flowers, and then we make it to the silent auction tables. It suddenly hit me. The dress I loved could be mine, although I've always wanted Grams or myself to make it. I put a bid in anyway. I could always find a bride looking for the perfect dress. I am not going to lie. I bid really low. After the auction, we started taste testing food. Most of the food is amazing. I put the ones I like the most in the app. Finally, we made it to the cake. I'm not hungry anymore, but it's cake, so I'll make room for it. White chocolate with raspberry filling was absolutely my favorite. I almost don't even care who I marry, but my mind is made up. That's the one I want. Are you ready to head back to the stage? Is there more to the fashion show? Everything gets modeled off again, and the winning bids are announced. Oh, I see. I sit where I sat the first time. My sexy guide leaves me. I look around to see if Tracy or Lindsay might have come back, but I don't see either of them. Women start coming out in the dresses, and I'm excited because they are telling who won and also who the designers are. So even if I don't win, I'll know who made the one I liked. After almost 2 hours later, the dress I liked the most comes out, and I am shocked. First, I learned I won it, but even more surprising is Grams made it. Once my jaw was off the floor, I scanned the room. It is common for the designers to be at the show. I spot her in the back of the room with a huge grin on her face. I shake my head. She got me. Now that the bridal show is over, I also learned that this is Lincoln Titus's bridal show. Since he didn't have a wedding gown in the show, I assume he must be a wedding planner. I can also assume he was my escort today. And that's it. That's the first 5 chapters. So, whew. But that's like half the book. So that book's really short. I don't know. I can't remember if all of them that short or not. But alrighty. Yeah, Cindy, I have got to go back and start playing catch up. Oh, Miss Shirley, I just love you, darling. I just love you. Alrighty, so Miss Shirley, the next Michael James will be the first Tuesday in July. So come back then, okay? Tomorrow night, I'm reading a book by Casey somebody. I done forgot. Whew, some of these books, where'd they come from? Casey Freeman, Rekindled Prophecy. Nina, I got a bunch of new books in my Kindle. Thank you, darling. Oh, that's okay, Miss Cindy. We're all good. We're all good. We all good. It's the weather's. I've been waiting for the weather to start breaking here because we got storms coming through again. So I totally get it. All right, everybody. Y'all have a wonderful evening. And those that I don't see until next month, I'll see you next month. So otherwise, I'll see you here tomorrow night. Have a great one. Happy reading.